Hi everyone, it's Lisa again, back with a pick a card reading. Today we're going to be asking, what does Spirit want to tell us? What are the general messages that we need to hear in this and all moments of now? So as usual, this will be pile 1 here on your left. This will be pile 3 on the right. Go ahead and make your selection and let's get on with the reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose pile 1, this will be your reading. As always, let's get started with the tarot. I'm just going to pop these oracle cards off to the side and we'll jump into those as we go through the reading. So we've got the King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, Strength, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, Justice, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so straight away, I feel like a large portion of this group, there is a pause happening right now in your career. I feel like there's a sense of lack of purposefulness in the sense that there are times in our career where we know exactly what we're supposed to be doing and we know exactly which direction we want to head in. But there are also times where we're looking at things, reviewing things, and saying, how am I happy with what I've created? Is this something that I want to pursue? Is this something that I want to keep going with? Or is this something that I'm thinking I might want to give up? And I think in this particular context, it's just an adding on to the career that you've already built for yourself. So I feel like for those of you who are feeling stuck in your career right now, I would say to you that you are going to be moving forward with that sometime in the near future, in the sense that the Ace of Wands and the Justice card indicates a new contract coming through, and it's an opportunity that's presented to you out of the blue. See how the hand's coming out of the clouds? It's as if it's appearing from nowhere. So I really feel confident that there is some sort of contract coming in, being offered that may not even be expected at this point, because I do feel like right now you're more focused on feeling emotionally fulfilled in where you are and the long term strategies and plans. And I feel like sometimes those long strategies can actually feel like a little bit of a weight to us because we feel like it takes extra strength to be patient to get there. But I'm telling you that I do feel like there is this new beginning just around the corner for you when it comes to work, if that is what you're feeling stuck with. Now, if you're just feeling stuck with your life purpose, your emotions, with stagnation, feeling like you're ready for a change, but it's just not happening, I want to say to you that over the next few months, I can actually see this change coming through, this new beginning and inspiration and passion, moving forward with your emotions, feeling inspired, having your emotional fulfillment, and knowing the long term plan and goals. So, a lot of you could be asking about purpose in the world. And I'm feeling like there's this intense energy of intense energy, the wild hunt. Um, can't make this stuff up, guys. Planning, patience, and cooperation. So, mirroring this Knight of Pentacles, and the Wild Hunt is all about excitement, frenzy, journey. So, I feel like at the moment you're really planning on making the changes that you need to make either at work or in your day to day tasks that are going to lead to that excitement and frenzy, being re inspired, being reignited, moving forward with your emotions through whatever it is that you're either doing at work or in your passion or your daily grind. And I do feel like you do have the strength to get there because from what I can see here, this yellow here says that there's a new beginning coming in. Yellow generally represents the dawning of a new day. And so that combined with the fact that you've had the Seven of Pentacles here, this is all about reflection and review. So that you've done the soul searching, you've done the asking. Now the universe is coming through and saying, well, after we ask, we have to plan. We have to be patient, cooperate, but take action in the direction that we want to move in. And I feel like for this group particularly, a year from now, you'll know the answer to what it is that you're feeling stuck in. You'll be feeling re inspired. You'll be on this exciting frenzy of newness that I do see coming in for you. There is a need to communicate clearly, though. I do feel like some of you may have been suppressing your emotions when it comes to what it is that you truly desire in your daily grind. A lot of us seem to think that there's only one way to exist in the world, and that's through exchanging hours of work for money. the reality is that's not how money comes to us at all. It's actually an exchange energy with God. So if you are in a position where you're giving wholeheartedly from the heart in a place of joy, so doing what it is that you're called to do by spirit in a non-expectation kind of way, then the universe will actually reflect that to you threefold. When we set expectations or limit ourselves to a dollar value, we actually cut out a lot of our abundance. And I think that a lot of us could definitely benefit from opening up to the flow of synchronicity a little bit more. And what I mean by that is that I feel like some of us have made an unfair judgment in relation to how it is that the world works. Sometimes it can be really easy to get caught up in that 9 to 5 model that a lot of us have actually grown up with, where our parents have told us that, the ultimate outcome of life is to work a good job and to end up getting what it is that we're looking for out of life materially. But I think that that's an unfair judgment because a lot of us aren't striving for material things. A lot of us are striving for emotional fulfillment. We all care about our emotions way more than what we care about our physical objects. Process and absorb. So I do feel like you guys are actually in a process of juggling your desire with your thought, with your intention, with your action. So I do think that there is a need for processing, there is a need for thought, there is a need for planning and patience and inspiration to come through. And I definitely feel like you're not alone in getting that inspiration. I don't think it's that you have to do anything specific to inspire that inspiration. I feel like it's more of a matter of just following your intuition and keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously already manifesting for you. I would say that Spirit actually wants the main takeaway from this reading to highlight for you that excitement and frenzy and journeys all start with the first step. And all you have to do is take one step in any direction of an emotional fulfillment. And that will then start a snowball effect. It will increase. And any long-term plans that we lay are basically the floor of what it is that we can achieve. Spirit sees so much more than we do. And it actually manifests for us the ceiling level of manifestation. So whatever this is, this contract that I see coming in, specifically if it's for work, I really think that it is a dream come true because you are in a manifestation window right now. You are processing and absorbing the energy ready to create something new. If you have a look in the background of this card here, there is actually a cosmic egg behind the serpent. So it's all about recognizing that there's a new beginning just around the corner, and all you have to do is open up to receiving. And I would say to you, don't spend too long reflecting on things. Don't spend too long in that process of, do I like this? Do I want this? Which direction do I head in? Sometimes when we're stuck, we can get caught up in circles. And the best way out of those circles is to just take one step towards a passionate object. So if you love reading, go and read a book. If you like going to the beach, go to the beach. Anything that you can do to inspire good feelings inside of yourself. Take a bath, visit a friend, do whatever it is that inspires joy inside of you, and keep doing more of that and keep doing more of that. Because the more of it you have in your field, the easier it is to remember what it is that we're actually passionate about. And it makes it really, really easy to start recognizing, well, what are the opportunities in my environment to transition that energy into either my career or my daily purpose? How can I bring more of that into my life and into my journey? So I would say that right now you're being offered an opportunity from the universe to communicate clearly what it is that you desire, to create this new beginning for yourself, which is obviously already manifested. So just keep doing what you're doing, open to inspiring yourself, move forward with confidence, and know that Spirit is here to back you up. Life is a juggle. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some energy, and it's going to take some effort. As long as there's an equal part of joy in your day to your struggle and your stride, I think that you can create the most amazing experience for yourself, guys. So keep going, keep planning, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and just know that Spirit is on your side when it comes to creating the most amazing future when it comes to your daily purpose. Also, if you are asking about a love relationship, I would say that there is a beginning for a new love relationship coming in for you, but I think that you need to get unstuck when it comes to your career and purpose first, whether that's being a parent, being a carer, being a worker, whatever it is that you do. I think it's really important that you figure that out first. And then if you are asking about a relationship, one will soon manifest after. So that's about all I have for you guys, pile one. I hope that was helpful. Good luck with it all, and I will see you in the next one. Your reading. Let's get started. As always, I am starting out with the tarot. If you guys could also remember to please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, what does Spirit want us to know right now? General messages. Thanks, Spirit. So we've got the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers. Sorry, just got to get my cards straight. Death. King of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. Straight away, guys, I've got good news. I think that everything's not as it seems to appear right now. I do think that a choice that you're about to make is going to lead to a massive amount of growth and abundance in emotional fulfillment. I definitely see a lot of change in your physical experience coming through, in that I want to say that there's a decision that you're making financially in the next week that is going to change things dramatically over a long period of time, but there is a lot of growth that you're going to have to go through as a result of this financial decision that you're making. So I definitely feel like there's some money coming in after a time of feeling like there isn't enough, or a feeling of lack, because there is an emotional fulfillment coming in over here. So the 5 of Pentacles is all about feeling left out in the cold, not having enough, not sure about our money. It is probably a negative money card when we think about bills, etc. But what I want to say to you is that in this context, I feel like it's just that things have been a bit of a struggle recently. And I want to tell you that that struggle is soon to be over, because you do have right next to it the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is all about abundance. See all of the coins as they're raining down from heaven. And right next to the 9 of Cups, it's probably one of the best indications, because the 9 of Cups is all about contentment, fulfillment, wish fulfillment, peacefulness, having enough, having more than enough. And it all comes to you as a result of a choice, because the Lovers is all about a choice that you're actually making to change something in your physical experience. And once you do that, I think that it's going to bring in a confidence in your own thought processes, because ultimately it is going to be one of the biggest wish fulfillments that you've actually had in a really, really long time. So let's see what the Oracle cards have to offer to add to the story. You have a yes. Something that you're asking about is about to happen. Reconsider. You need to reconsider some of the elements of what it is that you're proposing in order to make it come true in the highest possible way. Oath, pledge, contract. Silence, pause, delicacy. See the patterns. Might just pop these over a little bit. Be a curious creature. And here and now. So the general vibe I'm getting from all of this is that, and this is going to be very specific for someone watching this video, so everybody else just be patient for a sec. Someone has lost someone recently, someone's passed over, and it left you feeling in a state of shock and a feeling of separation. It doesn't feel like you're completely over the grief of that yet. I'm so sorry for your loss. But what Spirit wants me to tell you is that you are getting to the end of that grieving period, and there is a new way of looking at things that's coming through, and a reason to hope. I do feel like you are going to be receiving messages from your deceased loved one over the next week. there's a particular sign. I do feel like this sign has something to do with either butterflies or feathers that is going to make itself really obvious to you guys over the next week. So make sure that when you see that, you recognize that is your loved one coming through to give you hope and reason to know that everything is going to be okay. Also, there's someone here who is in that situation and there's been a contestation of the will. I do feel like if you are that person who's asking, is the will ever going to be sorted out? Are we going to manage to figure out the finances? Then I would say to you, yes, you are, and you're going to have a really great outcome. I think that it's going to be better than you would have first originally thought. So there is definitely reason to hope when it comes to this money from your lost loved one. Also, I do feel like there is a moment where some of the things that we're going through, and this will apply to everybody, there's patterns that we go through in our lives that are generated from when we are children in our family dynamics. We all know that. But what I'm pointing out is that there's a specific money dynamic that you're going through at the moment that I think was seeded in your childhood. And I feel like you're about to break free of that because someone's made a promise, an oath to come in and help you to reconsider your strategies in money, which is why you're going to be choosing to make a change in the way in which you approach your daily spending and also your financial goals overall. I definitely think that there is a call to be present. I think sometimes when we are worried about the future or worried about finances or worried about what's going to happen with certain elements of our lives, we can have a tendency to project into the future and miss the here and now. So, what Spirit's asking me to remind you is that you do need to be a curious creature. You need to have inspiration through curiosity. Whenever we're truly interested in something, it's almost like we can get lost in that thing where our joy is born in that moment, in the here and the now. Through that curiosity, we gain a sense of magic, wonder, awe. So, Spirit's just reminding you that in the stillness of this moment right now, you're perfectly safe. You have every reason to be hopeful. Whatever it is that you're asking about, yes, it will happen the way that you want it to happen. And it's going to have a really positive financial outcome for you. It is going to be a wish fulfillment. And there is some family energy here where I do feel a family healing going on as well. So if you are struggling with family dynamics at the moment, I would also say that those family dynamics are coming up so that you guys can clear the energy from the field. And you do definitely have a positive outcome because we do have the Ten of Cups over here. That's all about happy family dynamics. So if you are in a situation where there was a will contestation, I do think that there is a family healing that's happening as a result of all of this money coming into question, and that some people in the environment around you may reconsider the way in which they're approaching the will itself, because I do feel like it's almost like they've turned around their opinion in some way, or there's some new information that comes to light that is pretty hard to argue with. So I think the main message that Spirit wants you to hear today is that yes, what you're asking for is coming true. It is all going to sort out. If you are asking about, like, if you're wondering about selling a house, yes, you're going to sell the house because you do have this lump sum of money coming in and it does solve your financial strategy problems. You are going to find the perfect house to move to too, because you do have the 10 of Cups up here as well. So all in all, I think that after the next month, you're going to be feeling like you are certain about these changes to the current thing that's going on, whether that's a will contestation, whether it's selling a house, whether it's getting the perfect job. If you are looking for a job, I think that you will find something over the next 3 months because your daily routines are changing. You're having a wish fulfillment. You're increasing your independence and your finances. And yes, you are going to get what you want. And I would say that the reconsidering aspect of all of this is just reconsidering that it might just be okay. Like, instead of worrying about it and focusing on the negative aspects of what you're going through, what if you just turn those thoughts around and started to recognize that it's equally true that the future could also be very positive for you if you're just open to receiving. Practice being in the present, being in the here and now. Get curious about the patterns that are playing out in your life. Don't be scared of them, because once we see them, it's beautiful. We can change them. It's an empowerment for all of us. So whatever decisions you have this week, trust your instincts, trust your gut, and just know that it's all going to turn out way better than you think. So I hope that was helpful for whoever needed to hear it. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will see you on the next one. All of that good stuff, I'd really appreciate it. So let's jump straight into reading. This is general messages for pile 3. Thanks, Spirit. Now, as always, I'm going to get started with the tarot because I feel like that is where Spirit is calling us. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Moon, the Star, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So straight away, what I'm getting from this pile is that for some of you, there are some work issues going on at the moment. And what I want to say to you is that not everything is what it appears to be at the moment. I do feel like Spirit is asking you to remain calm and protect your emotions because there is some sort of deception in the field. And I don't think that that's negative deception. I don't think that it's necessarily that someone's lying to you. I think it's more just that there's something behind the scenes that hasn't played out yet that Spirit wants you to know about that's going to change the way that you're thinking about things. It's going to give you a new idea. And once you have that new idea, there'll be some sort of breakthrough that you have in relation to moving forward with the situation. And as a result of that breakthrough, you are definitely certain about what it is that you're choosing and what it is that you're doing. And there's also some recognition here in your career and in relation to people recognizing either your authority in a situation or recognizing your skill in a certain situation. So for those of you who are going through some situations at work where things are being a little bit hidden, where there's maybe some political game playing happening in the office, I want to say to you, don't get too invested in things. Don't make yourself the center of attention by engaging in whatever it is that these people are throwing around the office. I want to say to you, you're not that type of person anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. I think it's more likely that other people are going to try to project onto you their problems and their projections. So just be aware moving forward that you are quite magnetic and energetic right now, even though some of you, I feel like, will definitely not be feeling that way. Some of you will be feeling as if you're not really sure which direction your career is going in. There may be some tension in the office. I don't feel like it's particularly negative energy. It's more just restlessness with life in general, like wanting a new beginning in your career and not knowing what to do in order to create it. And I'm saying that there's going to be some sort of revelation, some sort of enlightenment, some sort of breakthrough with that energy where you are going to get the ideas that you need in order to make the practical decisions that you need to make in work. Now, for those of you who are unemployed and are looking for work, I definitely see you getting a job. So that's good news. And I think that you'll have every reason to celebrate sometime in the next 3 weeks. And I think whatever it is, there is a recognition of prior learning. So there's some sort of recognition of the skills that you've got in another career or another job that are going to overlap into this new one. Ask for help from others. Don't stop doing what you're doing right now because you are actually in alignment. Like a lot of this is really, really positive energy, guys. Not going to lie. So I think that ultimately, as I said before, from your perception, it may not feel so positive, but I'm telling you that when you're looking at it from a broader perspective, there is like some amazing growth and fulfillment coming in. So initiative, fertilization, action, and establishment, growth, and fulfillment. Now, notice they're king and queen here too. So it's like there's the establishment and fulfillment of a long-term career goal that you've had that I think is going to come to you as a result of some murky situations at work where you're not really sure about things and you can't really understand what's going on. But as a result of whatever this is that I'm seeing happen over the next few weeks, you will start to get really confident that it's not what it seems. There is a lot of support for you in the environment, and there's a lot of help for you if you just ask for it. Like, sometimes we can want to project this confident, self assured, know it all persona at work. And that's great. That's awesome. It's confidence, and we really need that. But sometimes you can really benefit from just reaching out to a friend and saying, "Hey, I'm really looking for a new job. I've run up against a wall. I have no new ideas. Can you help me make some suggestions? Let's brainstorm." Because it's just giving spirit the opportunity to come to you and to talk to you in a way that is open, that you're not controlling, that you can allow the universe to tell you what it is that you need to hear. And I think that, there is a lot of help here from spirit in relation to moving forward with your life, with stabilizing your career, for fulfilling yourself and your what it is that you're on right now. Like, I think that a lot of you already know the path ahead. I think it's only just called into it's only calling into question because there's some sort of hidden element, either a time element, so it hasn't happened yet, so you're not sure. You're hoping that it's going to happen, but you just don't know whether or not it's going to manifest. I'm saying yes, it is. Or it could be that there is some deception in the environment about maybe someone's not telling you that a job is going through, but it is, and then you get that news later on. Or it could also be that there's a new way of thinking about things that makes you eligible for a job that you don't yet see. So just keep in mind to keep an open mind. I really think that there is a lot of opportunity in your field right now. The universe is trying to tell you about this opportunity that's coming in because you've got hush listen. They just want you to allow yourself to hear the joy of the universe within you, because I really feel like you've done the work. Like, this isn't spirit saying to you, you've got to try harder, you've got to do more, you got to put more in. This is spirit saying to you, hold on a second, step back, listen. Don't stop what you're doing. You've already mastered it. You've already had your breakthrough. Your victory is guaranteed at this point. All we want from you is to remain calm and protect your emotions. Don't go through the emotional ups and downs of want and need and desire. We just want you to sit in that space of stillness and ask for people around you to help lighten your burdens, ease your load, help you to see things from a new perspective, a new way of looking at things, because the Page of Swords is all about new ideas, new ways of thinking about things. Ultimately, you are the Queen of Swords. So that tells me that you're actually really good at knowing your mind. You're really good at making decisions. You're really good about having your own clarity. And sometimes that clarity needs to come from an external source. And I think that this time it's one of those times where, through listening to your inner self and your own inner guidance, you're going to be given an opportunity to find that clarity in an external circumstance that's going to give you a new option, a new beginning in some way. What do you seek? I love this card. Essentially, they're asking you, have you really listened to the direction that you're actually headed in the sense that sometimes we can think we know what we want because experience is telling us that we're doing really well at something, or something's just easy and flowing. And so we assume that that's what we actually want. But sometimes there's a deeper calling, a deeper need for fulfillment within us that sometimes can't be acknowledged or recognized while things are going so well. And I think things are going quite well for you guys overall. So Spirit is just saying, make sure you're taking the time to really check in with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that you really want? Is it emotional fulfillment? Is it financial fulfillment? Is it having clarity of your thought space in all moments of now? And then moving in that direction, because there is an opening of your mind that's happening at the moment. I think that there's sometimes when we feel stuck in our career or we feel stuck in a circumstance, we don't know how it's going to work out. We can close off our minds a little bit to new ways of doing things. Like, an example of this would be if we need a new job, but we're told that the only way that we can get that job is to put together a resume, use a specific like LinkedIn or a network or colleagues or the internet, whatever it is that you go about manifesting a job with. And we get stuck in the ideas that that's the only way that a job can come to you. But the universe is expansive. It is so amazing. It can bring through the most amazing coincidental opportunities if we just open the door. So all they're asking you to do is step outside your comfort zone a little bit, have a little bit of faith, because not everything is what it appears to be. You're about to go into amazing new beginnings. And I don't think that you have to try very hard because you've already done what you need to do. It's more of a case of slowing down, going into the 0 point, allowing the new beginning to start to propagate, and just trusting that it's coming to you. You don't have to do too much to bring it in. It's just a matter of opening to receiving, looking at things in a different way, and then trusting that it's going to manifest because you are seen in the world, you are admired. And I think that moving forward, there is new opportunities and new beginnings that are big chapters in your life that are opening up. So have hope, have faith, keep doing what you're doing, don't stop. And remember that spirit loves you guys. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.